What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Bandai SH Figuarts Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegeta from the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. Here we do have Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegeta in the packaging. What we're going to do now is take a little break, get him opened up, and then we'll have a better look at the figure inside. So stay tuned, everyone. And so here we have Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta posed and out of the packaging. Before we have a look at the figure, let's actually run through his accessories, because Vegeta does come with quite a bit. Vegeta does come with two alternate head sculpts. He comes with the Super Saiyan God head sculpt, and then he also does come with the Super Saiyan Blue head sculpt, which has three face options. You have the stern expression that he has on him right now. You have one where he's gritting his teeth, and then you have a yelling expression. Vegeta also does come with a few pairs of hands. He comes with a pair of fists. He comes with a pair of style pose hands. He comes with a pair of key blasting hands. He comes with a pair of Galagun hands. He comes with a right thumbs up hand. And then he also does come with his arms crossed, which they all look really good. I am really glad that they did include all those accessories with Vegeta. No key blast, unfortunately, which I would have liked to see. But anyway, with that out of the way, let's actually have a look at Vegeta's details. Here we have a closer look at Vegeta, and I really do like the way that they're going with the Dragon Ball series. This head looks so much better than all the other Vegeta heads we've gotten in the past. It seems like they're getting back on track with making these figures look just like they do in the anime. Although it's not 100% accurate, you can see it still does look like Vegeta, which I am happy about. I really do like the expression that he has on him right now. And like I said, he does come with three other expressions for the Super Saiyan Blue hair. Which, speaking of Super Saiyan Blue, I really love the shade of blue they went with his hair. It's the exact same shade that they went with Gogeta. It has some metallic flakes in it, so it does have a little bit of metallic flair to it, so I do like that. The sculpt line in his hair is actually really well done. They do a good job sculpting it all throughout his hair, which I really do like that, even right here on these little quill parts, even though they're not really quills. So overall, really happy with the head sculpt on him. Going on to his costume, he is sporting a dark blue jumpsuit, and that is really accurate to the Broly movie. He did wear dark blue jumpsuit instead of the traditional lighter blue. You can see the armor is completely different than what we normally get. Instead of having white armor, we do have a little bit of gray, which looks really good, and it's highlighted by the white panel lining right here. You can see they did a good job sculpting the armor. Now, this is a body we have seen before. This is the same body that they use with Super Vegeta, which I'm really glad that they're reusing that mold. It's a really decent mold, except for one or two little minor hiccups here and there. He does have white gloves, which is pretty accurate, and despite the fact it's cast in blue and painted white, they did a pretty good job matching the two whites, so I really do like that. Again, we have the really dark blue jumpsuit going down to his white boots. And then we also do get these new style of boots. Now, the original Super Vegeta had a little sharper. These are a little bit rounder. Really do like that they retweaked that. So everything on this Vegeta we have seen before, with the exception of his head sculpt. But it's not a bad sculpt. I actually really do like it. Like I said, there are a couple of issues here and there, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Vegeta here is looking really, really good. So what we're going to do now is actually get Vegeta compared to a few other figures you may have in your collection. And so here we have Vegeta posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Here we have Vegeta posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. Here we have Vegeta posed next to Super Vegeta and the original Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Here we have Vegeta posed next to Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. And finally, here we have Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta posed next to Super Saiyan Broly. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually run through Vegeta's articulation. Now, Vegeta does sport quite a bit of articulation. He does have a ball joint in the head, so he can look up and down really well. And because his head is on a ball hinge, if you rotate that hinge, we do get side to side. I'm just going to leave it forward and back, because that's pretty much how I'm going to have Vegeta posed anyway. But we do get a lot of good range there. Does turn left and right, as you can see. He does have a ball joint in the neck, although it's not the best joint down here, but it does help with some of the posing, so I do like that. We have a ball joint going into the torso, so we do get some downward movement with his shoulder. We can bring it up, we can bring it forward and back a little bit. Does go out only to about there, which could be a little bit better. Does a full 360, no problem there. Swivel at the bicep. He does have double bend in the elbow, works pretty good. Has a ball hinge at the wrist, so we do get some in and out movement, as well as some up and down if you move that joint. So I really do like that. We do get somewhat of a butterfly joint on Vegeta. It's not the best we've seen, but I do appreciate that we do get a little bit of a butterfly joint. He does have a ball hinge in the torso, which does let him bend down about that much, go back about that much, and I do like that we can extend that a little bit and we get a little more range going forward and back, although you can see if you go too far back it does gap up a little bit. He does have a ball hinge in the lower torso, so it does move back and forth, rocks a little bit, we get some pretty good movement there, swivels at the upper torso as well as at the lower torso. Now this is the only place I don't like the articulation, and it's these hips. That's as far forward as his leg goes. You can push it a little bit further, but you're not going to get any better than that, unfortunately. Goes back better than it goes forward. Goes out to about there. Swivel at the thigh, no issues there. Double hinge in the knee, works pretty good. We have a ball joint in the ankle, which goes back and forward, and then if you move that joint, we do have up and down movement, as well as some slight rocker, although it's a little disjointed as you can see, but it's still pretty decent. It's not the best, but it does what you need it to. We can rotate on that joint, and then we have a toe hinge. So overall, Vegeta here has all the articulation you would expect, with a minor hiccup being in his hips. With that being said, guys, let's actually get him posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And here we have Super Saiyan Blue, or Super Saiyan God Vegeta, posed for my final thoughts, and overall, I really like the way this figure came out. If I had one glaring issue with this head, it's that the Super Saiyan God head sculpt only comes with one expression, and that's a smirking expression. I would have really loved to see a serious expression on the Super Saiyan God head, because in the movie, Vegeta was really serious as a Super Saiyan God, so I don't know why they gave him a smirking face. It looks pretty good, but I think I would have preferred a more angry or serious face for the Super Saiyan God hair. But other than that, I really do love the accessories on this figure. The Super Saiyan Blue hair is really good, and the Super Saiyan God head is a really good accessory. The hands are perfect for what you need Vegeta to do. Big Bang Attack, Gala Gun, whatever you want him to do, he can do it. As well as the articulation is pretty good. The hips could be engineered a little bit better. But overall, I still really recommend this figure. If you're a fan of Dragon Ball Z or a Vegeta fan like I am, this figure will run you about $60 to $70 depending on where you pick it up. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to order it from Big Bad Toy Store, but luckily my local comic book store was able to order this for me. So a huge shout out to the good folks of Black Sheep Comics for getting this out to me so I could review it for you guys. Vegeta did cost me about $60, which is pretty average, so if you are looking for Vegeta, check your local comic book stores, because there's a chance you might be able to get them there. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other Dragon Ball videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. And while you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.